I have my studio in London, in East End, northeast part of London, and that's where a lot of the reason I moved there was because it was cheap to start with. Because rent was cheap, and I could find a good size space for me to work. And so where my studio is on the street is called Ridley Road, where the market, but selling fruits and fish and clothing. It's not like a fancy antique market, it's more like a daily grocery. So it's really messy. Like every day, the end of the day, it's really messy. A lot of foods, chopped up foods and vegetable, and then maybe some heads of chickens and some legs there, just really messy street. That's where my studio is. I do make the work what I believe in some way, my way, how I believe. So I'm not sure if that I don't really compare what's really different from the other nationalities. I don't know what me as person or as an artist or my work itself make Japanese or it's non-Japanese. So, and especially I did my art education in England. So what I learned as an artist, it's more like a Western. I learned more Western cultures than Japanese one. But somehow every time I speak with people who saw my work saying this is really Japanese in a way, I don't know, I still don't know what makes them think this is Japanese. Maybe my name seems Japanese, or they say I'm Japanese, so they just think that's somehow Japanese. But I can't really tell what makes them to think that. Maybe the what's the word? Atmosphere, timing, the pace, I would say, is something particular to Japanese mentality or character, or maybe that is my character. And I grew up in Japan for my art when I was kids. Mm-hmm. So I can say I'm really Japanese in a way. I'm not English. I cannot be. Even I'm there for 15 years, almost half of my life there. I feel somehow I'm a bit outsider, which London at least accept me. They don't kind of kick us out, but at the same time I feel a little bit isolated living there. Within is the newer version of my old piece, which is called Going Places, Sitting Down. The work is multi-channel work, and that is about the looking horse traveling in old British kind of countryside house. And the reason I did this work, the Going Places, was I visited one of my friend's parents' house in Bath, and that was really nice. The house itself, the interior is really nice. It's kind of big countryside house with like more than 10 rooms. But that time there are only parents living, not children. I think they have three children, but they all left. So the room inside of building is very much empty. But there was some kind of that when I visited, they just left how the room was really. The parents didn't really tidy it up really well. I mean, they did, but for only really minimum parts, like where they stay, but not the children's room. So I saw some kind of atmosphere, air, quite warm air, where my friends grew up, but it's not there, but it's still something there. And then that's the part I was looking at and I was interested in. So I saw, then also at the same time I found this rocking horse, big rocking horse, which is like 150 years old, I think that's always there from their families. And I start thinking, yes, this rocking horse would be how children place their lies on and then shake back and forwards. It doesn't go anywhere, but just imaginary going somewhere. So I decided to make those like an imaginative landscape and then traveling places without going. That's the original idea of going places, sitting down. Then when I did within the work I'm showing at Japan Society, I just thought I would make some single channel work which contains everything, make it a little bit more, it's not, it wouldn't be warm as it was as like going places or original work, but I just want to make it, develop this kind of going places a little bit weird way, kind of enhanced that kind of imaginative part more from the original one. That's why I wanted to do it.